Let's start with a simple question. Why do so many people with good jobs still feel financially fragile? Not broke, not irresponsible, not reckless. They earn more than their parents did at the same age. They're educated. They work hard. They did what they were told was the safe path. And yet, one unexpected expense still feels stressful. One job loss still feels dangerous. One economic slowdown still feels personal. This isn't a motivation problem, and it's not a budgeting app problem. It's something deeper and much quieter. A familiar life that looks successful. Let's talk about someone you probably recognize. They're in their late 20s or early 30s. They live in the US, the UK, or somewhere in Western Europe. They earn what most people would call a good salary. Let's say around $70,000 a year in the US, or 55,000 euros in Europe. On paper, this is success. They rent a clean apartment in a safe area. They drive a reliable car, nothing flashy but not old. They travel once or twice a year. They eat out on weekends. They subscribe to things that make life easier. From the outside, everything looks stable. But now let's slow this down and look at the math.
What a good salary actually means after tax.
That $70,000 salary sounds solid. But after federal tax, state tax, Social Security, healthcare, and retirement contributions, the take-home pay might be closer to $4,200 per month. In Europe, after income tax and social contributions, 55,000 euros often becomes around 3,200 euros per month. This is the number that actually matters, not the salary you tell people, the number that hits your bank account. Now, let's see where it goes.
Housing, the first silent pressure.
Rent or mortgage comes first. In many U.S. cities, rent for a modest one-bedroom can easily be $1,600 to $2,000. In Europe, major cities aren't much better. Let's be conservative and say $1,700. Now the monthly income drops from $4,200 to $2,500. No luxury yet, just housing. Next comes transportation, a car payment, insurance, fuel, maintenance. Even for a reasonable car, this can be $500 to $700 per month. Let's say $600. Now we're at $1,900. Still nothing extravagant, just participation in modern life. Now student loans, credit cards, or personal loans. Not reckless debt, just normal debt, maybe $300, down to $1,600. Groceries, utilities, phone, internet, let's say $500. Now we're at $1,100. Then subscriptions, streaming, cloud storage, gym, productivity tools, another $150. Now $950 remains. This is where life fills the gap. Eating out, social events, birthdays, weddings, clothes that don't embarrass you at work. Even if you're careful, this can be $600. Now you're left with $350. That's it, from a good salary. This is where the misunderstanding begins. Most people think financial security comes from income, but income only gives you temporary relief, not stability, because modern systems are designed to absorb your raises. Rent adjusts upward, lifestyle adjusts upward, expectations adjust upward. The moment your income increases, your environment recalibrates, not because you're irresponsible, but because the system expects you to. This isn't about being bad with money. It's about living inside a structure where fixed costs grow faster than wages. Housing has outpaced income growth. Healthcare has outpaced income growth. Education has outpaced income growth. Your salary improved, but the floor beneath it moved faster. So even disciplined people feel stuck. There's another layer most people miss. Psychologically, humans adapt quickly. The first month of a raise feels exciting. By month 3, it feels normal. By month 6, it feels insufficient. This is called hedonic adaptation, and modern finance quietly exploits it. Monthly payments feel small, subscriptions feel harmless, debt feels manageable, until everything is permanent. Monthly thinking hides total cost. A $600 car payment feels acceptable, but over 5 years, That's $36,000, not including interest, not including insurance, not including repairs. When life is framed monthly, long-term risk disappears from view. The mistake isn't spending, it's structuring your life so that almost all income is pre-committed. When most of your income is locked into obligations, flexibility disappears. And flexibility is what creates security, not income. Now imagine this continues for 10 years. Raises come, but costs rise with them. Savings grow slowly or not at all. Investments are postponed. Emergency funds stay thin. Then something happens. A job loss, a health issue, an economic slowdown, and suddenly a good salary means nothing because security was never built, only maintenance. Financially intelligent people don't obsess over income. They obsess over control. Control over fixed costs, control over time, control over future obligations. They understand that security comes from margin between income and commitments, not from appearances, not from lifestyle signals. This shift is quiet. It doesn't look impressive on social media. It doesn't feel exciting at first. It simply asks one question repeatedly. Does this increase or reduce my future flexibility? Not, can I afford the payment, but what does this lock me into? This isn't about extreme frugality. It's about understanding the system you're in. Once you see that a good salary is no longer protection by itself, you stop relying on it. You start thinking structurally, calmly, rationally, without guilt. A good salary isn't useless, but it's no longer enough. Security today comes from awareness, margin, and flexibility, not just income. Most people don't realize this until much later, not because they were careless, but because nobody explained it clearly. If this helped you see your situation more clearly, not fearfully, then it did its job. If you want more calm, honest discussions like this, you can subscribe. That's all.